is a MARii podcast.
Hi, you are listening to Mobility World. We are part of the Plugin with MARii podcast network, recorded from our very own Impression Studios in Cyberjaya. I'm Luqman, and today I'm speaking to the CEO of Hive Resources Sendirian Berhad, Muhammad Amirul Isa bin Izani. Amirul, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me today, Luqman.
It's a pleasure. Now, not many people know about Hive Resources per se.
Okay.
Tell us about Hive and what do you do?
Okay, Hive is, we are specializing in car detailing marketplace, and we are the first car detailing car wash apps in Malaysia. And for now, we have 40 merchant in Klang Valley, and now we are also aggressively grow the numbers of user and merchant at our end. Our company incorporated was about a year ago, and we have the idea of coming into picture a year and a half. The idea started when I myself owns a car detailing center in MARii, where I operated for 3 years. The business I bought over from a good friend of mine. Oh. He's been running the show for the past 4 years. So for the first year of me running the car detailing shop, it was a struggle. So many challenges and obstacles. And for me to maintaining the business and sustaining the business is for the first year is very tough. So from there, I have to do more groundworks, onboarding the dealers, most of the dealers in automotive areas, promoting in social media, and still not enough for the first year too. And then we find out, for me, my expectation for me purchasing a running business from a friend, right. My expectation was it's supposed to be a repetition customer.
Yeah. You just take over and inherit whatever they already had.
Yes, right? yes. And that time, when I see them running the show, it was a very good business. There was so many sports cars, and they do some payment for the automotive center. And then when me taking over the car detailing, it was different picture. So from there, we understand that the first problem is the product, and the second is the skills of manpower.
Okay. I want to just stop you right there. I think that's very interesting before we go on further, because you mentioned the skills and the manpower, and you have more than 40 outlets constantly expanding. I mean, the economy now is doing quite badly.
Okay.
Many people have lost their jobs.
Okay.
So people are looking to so-called non-conventional sectors such as this, the gig economy and things like that. So seeing as you have this capability, you have 40 car wash centers in your network, and you can easily train people to actually be your employees. Does Hive plan to contribute to job generation in the pandemic era where many have lost their jobs?
Of course. We see it as the best post-pandemic business program to help car wash owners to increase the revenue of sales through digital. And now most of our merchants accept our apps as additional marketing support for them, and through the convenience of online schedule booking and cashless, and how at the moment now how we can see on how people are taking serious care of their purity and sanitation, and this is the best practice into it. And through this online booking, imagine that how car wash owner can know and guarantee their punya sales before they operate the business, because from our apps, customer can make booking 2 months ahead. And our future plan, and through this online booking, imagine that imagine if, let's say, this Raya coming in, right, and a user wanted to go to Kedah, so they normally practice or probably send their car for detailing at Klang Valley. Yeah, and they can still go to Kedah, do online schedule booking, and get the car detailed, guarantee quality, and still get rewarded.
Are you the first to actually provide all these kind of services, the digitalization part of it?
Yes.
Yeah. So how was it difficult in the first place? Because it's kind of like a traditional industry, but you are digitalizing it.
Of course.
There's a lot of integration that needs to take place. What was the challenge of modernizing an old industry in the beginning?
Of course. That was a bit challenging, of course. Yeah, I cannot say that it is struggle, and also it's not too easy. because now everyone are digital savvy and everyone has mobile phone, and we want the apps to be user friendly to everyone without changing the nature of the traditional way. Example, we don't control the price of our merchant. Okay,
Right.
so every merchant comes with their own price. With the metric is based from their service of skills, maybe rental, and the product. Customer will have the same experience going to the different car wash center. It's just now they can know better before they make the decision, such as location, services, merchant premise, such as do they have any surau, as an example, and still get the same great quality and get rewarded lah.
Right.
Mm.
Nevertheless, I think the detailing is considered a luxury, at least to me and to a lot of people. And
Okay.
when we are faced with this pandemic and very hard economic times for the past 1+ years,
Yeah.
people are trimming luxuries. You know, people have less to spend, or at least they perceive as though they have less to spend. And some people actually do have less to spend,
Okay.
and they will do away with luxuries.
Okay.
Detailing is probably one of them. So how have you felt the effects of this in your industry? Have people been not not coming in and seeing it as a luxury and doing less of detailing?
Okay. Card. To add to that, car detailing is just not specifically addressed to those 2 or 3,000 ringgit detailing services such
Right.
as coating, polish, or refurbishment. It has more than that, and then trust me, it's cheap. Okay, and depend on the services, which from manpower and product, of course. And now customer will have the platform to choose, select, and understand the detailing services needed to their cars, and still enjoying, like I mentioned earlier, the rewards program. And during the second MCO, car wash business, when we refer back to second MCO, car wash business is one of the business that cannot be operated during that time. Remember?
Yep.
And from there, we can see how people are against it. And some of the car wash owners sending petition to the ministry, and even the car owner as well were wanted car wash center to be operated again. So for me, it's not just relevant during pandemic era. It's considered as an essential business.
How did you feel the effects during the MCO, especially during the early stages? First MCO March of 2020, and then subsequently we've had numerous loosening of the MCOs, retightening of the MCOs. How did you feel this in your business performance one, and also in your welfare of your employees or your the people who are engaged with you? Do they have less business?
Okay. During the first pandemic, we are spending most of our time developing the apps and doing study cases. And example, during the first MCO, we can see most of people affected due to this COVID-19. And then we have merchants that basically got affected, get terminated from their day job, and then have some chunk of money, and they wanted to operate a car detailing center. One of them at Subang Bestari, when we recruited them on board to the apps. So they spend most of their money renovate their shop.
Yep.
Okay, but they don't have the skills. But they have the problem, because that problem is they don't have the customer base. So during this pandemic, I think with Hive, with the apps, we can help this merchant get their customer by delivering the trust. Because in future, Hive will come with their own academy. So this academy will benefit not just car wash owner, not just automotive students, but also those are keen and have the interest to own a car detailing center and become a car detailing technician. So from there, we can see during this pandemic, it will help a lot in terms of especially to those merchant, which is the car detailing owners lah.
Do you see that? Because I want to try and zoom out on this conversation a bit, not just focus on your particular business, but also look at what's forward. Do you think people who work in the car detailing industry only use that as a stepping stone job, or if they don't get other jobs and they go into the industry? What does it take for them to actually want to be a car detailer and look at it as a viable career?
Okay, I think if let's say we talk to most of people out there, if let's say they have less than 30,000, they have saving less than 30,000.
Yep.
So what type of business that they wanted to do? and car wash will be the first business that wanted to operate. So as you can see, now in Malaysia, we can see that there's so many car wash in some areas, even in Malaysia, but we don't have the data. And so from there, we can see that car wash will be the first business that first business in mind, especially to those car lovers wanted to operate.
So how can you just go a bit more into how the challenges that you went into digitalizing a traditional business and also the competition that you have? Because I see that this is kind of a competitive industry. How do you stand out amongst the other competition?
Oh yes, if let's say challenges, yes, we do have. Some not accepting us due to our company as uncertainty, and some are very concerned in terms of their ratings, and some wanted to see us grow. Then only they can be more confident into it. But from our business proposal to them, our mission and vision is clear that we wanted to help them. Even in Hive, we provide an incentive for our merchant. If let's say you're talking about competitor, at the moment, we don't have any competitor at all.
Right. You don't have any competitor. In terms of the car detailing industry or being an aggregator platform for car detailing.
Okay. If let's say you search into the market, there will be a point A and point B platform, such as if I may tell you here, it's like cars. Cars have apps that only focus on their car detailing center. So it's not an ecosystem. Like Hive is an ecosystem platform where we connect the users, the merchants, the product, advertisers, and also insurance in one platform. So we are the ecosystem platform.
Oh, so you have insurance as well?
You're coming in, yes, we do have insurance. Whereby we can deliver the convenience. Whereby, example, if let's say Luqman, you're working in broadcast, so your car park at your parking lot on your workplace. So if let's say you want to do any car washing or car detailing, you can choose the nearby locations. So if let's say they do have the pickup services, they can come over to pick up your car, send to their detailing shop, and if let's say something happened along the way, your car will be insured.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
Thank
detailing, insurance, and what else do you have on the app?
Advertisement. Users, merchants comes with detailing and car washing. Advertisers, and also insurance.
But the way it works is that you have to enlist all of these existing car detailing shops onto your platform, right?
True.
Was that hard in the beginning? Was that hard to convince all these people who have probably been in business for many years to say that, okay, let's digitalize your business and go on our app? Was it hard in the beginning, or was it just people like, okay, let's go?
Okay, quite subjective. That one interesting. I can say 50% out of it accept it well, because
half.
Half of it, because they are struggling right now. So they want some support to increase the revenue stream, and half of it is quite traditional, and those owner is actually like 50 years old of age, so they are quite traditional. I think they are more keen into walk-ins, referral, existing customer, by the way. So the other 50%, they want additional support. So that's why I mentioned earlier, most of the merchant accept as additional marketing support. So, but quite a fun challenge. So for me and the Hive team running all over PJ, KL, and then try to recruit the car wash to the apps, quite challenging. Some of them quite helpful. Some of them that they chase us away actually.
Is it available nationwide?
At the moment, only at Klang Valley. We are planning to expand to Southern on September, but we do have inquiry from Northern, Kedah, Ipoh, Penang. Now we start to onboard Seremban, because Seremban now we can consider as a suburb KL area again. So coming soon to Johor and Melaka.
But the concern is though, if you're I'm not exactly sure in terms of the exact term that you call yourself, but to me you're an aggregator company, or you are a platform that enlists all the car detailing providers.
True.
in Klang Valley in one digital platform.
True.
And you said you have no competition for the current at the current moment. You're
Yes,
the only
true.
one that does this. Would that be would that risk giving rise to a monopoly, and you can impose high prices on customers, and because there's no one
No.
challenging you?
No, because we want to maintain the same experience that customer can get, like their normal car wash experience. So we don't control the price, since even though that is a monopoly, but we elaborate that from marketplace, because now with the apps itself, customer, end user, or even the merchant can start shopping their car detailing products through the apps. So most of the product supplier can start to advertise, promote their brands through the apps. So this is where maybe I think refer better on the monopoly part. So we want to deliver the convenience to all, means the car owners and also the car wash business as well.
Any timelines for the expansion beyond Klang Valley?
Yes. You can see there will be more than 100 merchant before July. So now on the apps itself, we have more than 40. And on the list, we have close to 60 merchants. And then we want to wrap Klang Valley as soon as possible. So we do hope on June and July, we start to get more than 100 numbers of merchant in Klang Valley.
What's next for Hive? Do you want to diversify? Now you're focused on detailing, insurance, and just that. We're seeing many more super apps coming up now, focusing on one thing, but eventually focusing in more and more and more things. They become a super app. Is Hive becoming a super app in the next few years?
Wow.
Or do you just want to focus doing your thing?
Okay. We have for the next 3 years, we have clear vision and mission on where we want to be and what we're going to be. And I think moving forward, even this year, even though that we're only 3 weeks old, we can see that we meet so many challenges and opportunities. And by working together with all of our merchants, our product partners, we can see that we're going to meet these challenges and opportunity. And definitely we want to make our years a history. So for this year, we want to recruit as many merchants as possible to meet this year target. Currently, we have Raya campaign going on. It's a bundle promotion. It's a Raya Kilat, we call it. A 299 package with a 40 ringgit duit Raya. So everyone want to download, they can get 40 ringgit duit Raya.
Right.
So they can go to whichever the first 40 merchant that they wanted to go and claim their duit Raya from there.
Out of the 299, is it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then coming soon, we have more attractive promotion going on. And as for now, we also have the 1,000 free wash we give away. And we have corporate partnership. We want to expand to Southern, like I mentioned, in September. And at the moment, we're also running our own marketplace now, where users and merchants can purchase their product through our apps. And coming in next year, we have franchise program and the academy. So the academy, we do partnership with most of IPT and IPTS, especially syllabus from automotive area. So we wanted this student will benefit this student in terms of they can learn and then they will polish their skills on car detailing, where they themselves will become either entrepreneur one day on car detailing, or our merchant can recruit them to be one of their technician. So this is our next year and 2023 program coming in.
What do you think is next? What's next for the car detailing industry as a whole? Because you have very vibrant, fast-changing industries in this country. You have very static industries, but you also sometimes have industries that surprise you, which you think in the first place would be a very static industry, but then becomes transformed in a million different ways. So do you think, which category do you think the car detailing industry belongs to? And do you think it will see major changes in the next few years?
Okay, good questions. Car detailing is aligned with the automotive industry, as we know. So day by day, month by month, we can see that from the automotive segment, the car sales are increasing, even during the pandemic area. In fact, most of the automotive industry are making profit last year.
Right.
As you can see now, in Malaysia, there will be more than 7 million active car users in Malaysia. So there's no car detailing. There's quite numbers of car detailing, and we cannot identify. We cannot specifically mention that. We know that how many car detailings out there. So I can see, and I know that car detailing will still grow and align with the automotive industry.
What do you think is next for people who want to make it big, like Hive has? Using the digital platform, basically having a very good idea and just deciding to go for it, utilizing all the digital platforms that we have that you had at your disposal, and just building a business out of it. Many entrepreneurs want to do this. What do you think would be the challenge for any entrepreneur in Malaysia with a good idea to actually make their dreams come true?
I think they have to get some good resources, good connections.
Do you need good resources and good connections? Is it?
No, good resources. I mean is that in terms of what I mean by good resources is example like informations. It can be information. You can seek information anywhere now. Can Google's good friends. I think some your seniors maybe, so they can give you good resources on to elaborate of your ideas. So good resources for me is very important. Friends, it can be anyone, friends and families, and social media, Google. You just have on social media, you just have to refer back whether it's I think it's a good reference or not. So from there, it can help you a lot in terms of making it happen. And then just have to put your mind into it, and then you can make it happen, definitely.
All right. Thanks so much, Amirul. Amirul is Izani, CEO of Hive Resources.
Thank you so much, Luqman. Thank you so much.
That's all for today. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for being part of this episode with us. Don't forget to catch up on more episodes of Plug-in with MARii. Go to any of your favorite podcast platforms, such as Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and also Stitcher. Find us, Plug-in with MARii. That's MARII. MARII. See you next time. Bye-bye.
This is a MARii podcast.